Alright, today we're going to be looking at a couple different patterns. And talking about what a pattern is and how we're going to make a pattern. Does anybody know what a pattern is or can give me an example of a pattern?
Your dress.
My
It's
dress.
got lines on it.
Very good. It has lines on it. So what makes my dress a pattern?
It alternates.
It alternates. It goes from white stripe, blue stripe, white stripe, blue stripe. Very good. So where else would we might see patterns?
Plaid.
In plaid, we can see patterns in plaid in the different colors and alternating colors. Very good. Jewelry, some jewelry, Indian jewelry, we can see patterns in with the alternating colors and shapes. What about in music? Can we see patterns in music?
Yep. With rhythm.
With rhythm, good job. So I know that your music teacher came in here the other day and she was clapping. She would go, a loud clap, a soft clap, a loud clap, a soft clap. Is that a pattern?
Yes.
How is that a pattern?
Because it alternates.
Because they're alternating. Very good. You guys are good. Okay. What we're going to do today is we're going to create our own pattern using different colors and shapes. I'm going to hand each person a set of yellow squares and red squares and yellow circles and red circles. And we are going to make a pattern using our different shapes and colors. Now, to get started, I want you guys to get out or to find all of the yellow and red squares. Put the circles aside right now because we're not going to use those right now. Just get out your yellow, find the yellow squares and the red squares and put them there. Very good. All right, can anyone see a pattern with the red and yellow squares?
Yes.
Can anyone think
different
about one?
colors. So
They're
you can
different
alternate
colors.
them.
Very good, so you can alternate them. Good job. So first step in making a pattern is to choose what we want to start with, right? What are we going to start with?
Yellow.
Yellow. We'll start with the yellow one. The yellow is going to be our first square. Call it A. That will be A. Yellow. So if we're starting with our pattern and our first square is yellow, what is our second square going to be?
Red.
Very good. Red. Yellow, red, yellow. Yellow, red. Now, do we have a pattern yet?
Nope.
Why don't we have a pattern yet?
Because there's nothing to alternate. There's just two colors.
There's just two colors. Very good. They're not alternating yet. We just have a yellow and a red. However, if we wanted to go into making a pattern and create that repetition of color, what would we need to put up next?
Another yellow.
Another yellow. Very good. So we have an A-B pattern. A, B, A. Yellow, red, yellow. Now continue our pattern. What would be our final to complete this row? Final
Red.
color? A red square. So we're back with the red square. Very good. Yellow, red, yellow, red. Now, when we go to the second row, what are we going to do? Yellow, red, yellow, red,
Yellow.
yellow. Now, that would be a very good guess because our last color was red. But in order to have a true pattern, we must continue the AB pattern down here as well.
So red.
Very good. So now we have yellow, red, and we'll continue it vertically, downwards, yellow.
Red.
Very good. So our next one is red. Yellow, red. Next line, red. What's our next square?
Yellow.
Yellow. Good job. And you see how it's alternating this way and this way.
Yeah.
What's our next color?
Red.
Red. Good job.
Yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow,
our next one?
Yellow.
Yellow. Good job. Now we have 2 completed rows. When we come back down to our 3rd row, what color are we going to start with? Are we going to continue this pattern, or are we going to continue it with this pattern?
The one on the side.
The one on the side. Very good. So that means our first color for our 3rd row
Yellow.
is going to be yellow. Now, what is our second color going to be?
Red.
Very good.
Yellow.
Yellow. In the 2nd grade, you're taking longer. And our last color?
Red.
Red. Very good. Very good. Now, with your glue stick, I want you to go ahead and glue down our pattern. Glue it down. Good job. I'm seeing some good patterns. All right, now that we have all of our shapes glued down onto our paper, let's say our pattern together. And every time we see the red color, let's go ahead and clap so we can really identify that pattern. Okay, yellow,
Yellow.
red. Remember to clap on the red. We'll start over. Yellow, red. Yellow, red. Yellow.
Red.
Red. Clap. Yellow. Red. Yellow. Yellow. Red. Yellow. Red. Very good. Good job. Now what we're going to do, next step, is I want you to gather the rest of your shapes that I handed out to you. Your red circles and your yellow circles. Now, what can we do with these shapes to create yet another pattern on top of the pattern that we already created? What
We
can
could
we
put
do?
the red ones on the yellow ones and the yellow ones on the red ones.
Good job. We could switch them. We can put the alternating colors on the squares. So for the yellow square, what color of circle would we need?
Red.
A red one. Very good. And the red square, what color of circle to create a pattern?
Yellow.
Yellow. Now, just like the other one, if we have two that are the same, is this a pattern with just
No.
the two? Why isn't it a pattern?
Because there's only two.
Because there's only two. What would we need to make it a pattern?
3.
Three, more than two, a repetitive. What would our next circle color be?
Red.
Red, very good. And our last one on the first row?
Yellow.
Yellow. Good job. Now, same issue with the other one. We completed the first row. Now we're on to the second row. What would that color go in the first box?
Yellow.
Good job. Yellow. We have to switch the color of the square. And the next one?
Red.
You guys are getting a hang of this. The next one.
Yellow.
Yellow.
And red.
And red to complete that. Second row. Now what if I wanted to start this row on this side? Is this still a pattern? Does this still follow the pattern?
Yes.
So what color would I need? What color of circle?
Yellow.
Yellow, very good. It's the same AV pattern, it's just on the other side. We're starting on the other side. Now, what would the next circle be?
Red.
Another red. Now I want you to go ahead and finish your row. Don't glue them yet until you have all of them placed down. Once you have all of them placed down, I'm going to come around and look, and I'll tell you to glue them down.
Teacher, it looks like a checkerboard.
Very good. It does look like a checkered board. So what does that tell us about a checkered board?
It's a pattern.
It is a pattern. Very good. So we can have a checkered board, an activity, a game that is a pattern. Very good. All right. Does everybody have their circles down? Very good. Now go ahead and start gluing your circles onto your squares to create the top pattern.
Teacher, I'm done.
Good job. Give you a couple more minutes to finish up. All right, now that everyone has their patterns glued down, let's go ahead and say the circle patterns, the top pattern, okay? And like we did with the squares, I want to clap with the red. Every time we see the red, I want to clap, okay? So let's start with the first circle.
Red, yellow, red, yellow, yellow, red, yellow, red, red, yellow, red, yellow.
Very good. Now, tonight, now that we're pros on patterns and where we can find them with stripes, clothings, checkered boards, I want you guys to find a pattern in your house. Whether it be part of your clothing or something in your backyard, I want to make sure that you bring a pattern tomorrow that you have found so you can share with us.